think what the Earth Charter is talking about is genuinely a change in paradigm. And it's a change in paradigm that means a few things. A paradigm, of course, is a general worldview or framework for thinking about the world. One is the interrelationship of the issues. You know, that you can't have peace without democracy and nonviolence. You can't have environmental integrity without social and economic justice. And all of this needs to be underscored by respect and care for the whole community of life. That integration is actually world-changing because, unfortunately, cities, like most forms of government, still work in silos. You know, you've got your environmental department over here, you've got your infrastructure department over here, you've got your social services over here. They never talk to each other. And often they trip over each other and do things that undermine the other department's mission. So bringing it all together into one plan can help a city do their work better because they won't be undermining one part of the city's goals with another city strategy. So that's really important. I think that the system dynamics aspect that's also included in the EarthCAT methodology and is inherent really in understanding sustainability is another important thing that cities have really loved in using the EarthCAT approach because it gives them a new way to see their city. It gives them new tools to develop strategies for fixing things that they want to fix in the city. Because it teaches them a little bit about how to find the underlying causes of some of the problems they're facing. We often take kind of a Band-Aid approach to the world where we'll fix a symptom rather than the underlying cause. And the system dynamics help them really dig a little deeper and figure out what those causes are so that they can fix things at their roots and not just slap more Band-Aids on that can often make the situation worse. If you don't understand the whole system, your strategies just flat out might not work. And I've seen that. We have lots of examples in the training materials that I prepare for cities when they use the EarthCAT approach of, well, you think this is housing is a problem and this is what you do to fix the problem, and oh my goodness, 10 years later, housing is a lot worse. It's not better. So those two things are really important. And I think that the fact that it's a methodology and an approach and a philosophy that people all over the world have been engaged with and endorsed is another powerful message for city leadership. You know, that if you follow these principles, if you use this methodology, you're doing something that's been tested and reviewed by people all over the world as the direction you need to go. It's not just the leader of the moment or the issue of the moment. It's a deeper, more comprehensive approach to the world than that. And I think, you know, as sort of a closing idea, that as important it is for cities to use the Earth Charter, because they're the ones who are the closest to the people. They're the form of government that is the closest to the people and the closest to a lot of the issues the Earth Charter addresses. You know, social services, democracy, nonviolence, environmental integrity, all of those things cities work with every day. But I also don't think we should lose sight of the fact that we still need it at the international level. I mean, that was one of the discouraging parts of the Johannesburg summit, is how it wasn't adopted by the United Nations the way we had planned. At the last minute, unfortunately, our leadership, Colin Powell, flew in and demanded that they take the Earth Charter language out of the political agreements, which all the other countries had agreed to at that point. It's a sad moment as an American to be in that situation where your own country's leadership is undermining all your work. And I think that taking another run at the UN, perhaps for the 2020 session, would be useful to do. Because if we had that kind of soft law at the international level that would help counteract the ways in which the trade agreements and other forms at the international level are currently undermining the environment and the rest of humanity, I think it would make a big difference over time.